everyone, this is Erin Elam. I just wanted to do a short video to talk to you a little bit about becoming an animal communicator. It's certainly to me something that is very worthwhile, as I hope that you can tell from these videos. I really enjoy it. I get a lot of satisfaction from it, and I am so honored when people ask me to speak with their animals for them. It is a gift in one sense, but it's a gift that we all have access to. We are born with the ability to communicate through telepathy as well as through intuition. Unfortunately, society brainwashes that out of us and teaches us that our intellectual pursuits are much more to be honored and desired and sought after than our intuition or our telepathic pursuits. I kind of think it's backwards. I think our lives would be a lot better if more of us developed our intuitions and lived by it, but that's a video for a different time and a different subject. So as far as being an animal communicator is concerned, what's involved? Well, basically, you have to learn to be patient. You have to learn to listen. You have to practice some techniques, and you have to practice communicating. And a lot of communicating with animals is simply listening. You have to learn to quiet your mind through meditation or yoga or whatever works for you. Music I'm playing here in the background is part of the music that I listen to get me in the mood, to be receptive to what the animals have to say. And it really just involves a lot of practicing and learning some techniques. Techniques aren't hard. You just have to practice and ask questions and learn a new technique, and then practice and ask questions and learn some more. It's a really good idea to have a good mentor or a teacher that can hold your hand through the process, because I will tell you that it is very introspective. You will learn a lot about yourself when you're doing animal communication. It can be very frustrating because it is not a black and white science. So a lot of times, particularly in the beginning, you feel like you're making it up when you're not making it up. I mean, it just can sound so odd. I remember when I was first starting to do animal communication, I was communicating with someone's dog, and I wrote down a sentence that said, "She hates Clara," C-L-A-R-A. And when I got done with the session and I was reading back over my notes, I was like, I made that up. There ain't no damn body down there named Clara. What are we talking about? I made that up. I go crazy. I can't do this. And I was all full of doubt and frustration and didn't know what I was doing. And it was very upsetting to me because I was so drawn to it and wanted to do it so badly. And lo and behold, when I told the owner that her animal hated Clara, turns out Clara was the mother-in-law, and everybody hated Clara. So there was no way that I could have known that. And it was a moment of really severe self-doubt for me, but then it was one of the most validating experiences that I have ever had. And so when you learn animal communication, you kind of take those highs and lows together. But I'm here to tell you that once you become a little bit adept at it, those highs and lows kind of even out a little bit. To me, there are so many benefits for communicating with our animals. It just opens up a whole nother world. It develops your intuition, which actually makes your life easier when you learn to make decisions based on your intuition. And when you learn, that the right path feels good and the wrong path doesn't feel very good, and you start paying attention to that, it actually makes your life better. So for me, it is a life path that can be very beneficial. On the downside, it can be very frustrating. A lot of your doubts will come up. If you doubt yourself, if you have a lot of fear, if you feel like you're not good enough, all of that will come out when you're learning animal communication. And probably the other downside is it does take time. It takes a lot of time, and it takes some effort and some energy to quiet your mind and to learn to be patient and to learn to listen. And I've had a lot of clients who pay me to communicate with their animals because they've said, I don't want to do it. I don't have the patience. I don't want to learn to do that. Rather pay you to do it and, move on to other things. So it's all up to you. It's your choice. If animal communication is something that you're interested in, then I would offer to you the opportunity to study with me through my website. It's www.erinelam.com, ERINELAM.com, or you can follow me on my Facebook page, which is The Compassionate Badass, and I will explain that moniker with some other video for you. But please follow me. Comment on my Facebook page if you're interested. Get in touch with me. My email address is erin@erinelam.com, and I would love to hear from you. So until then, tally ho.